Imagine there was a phone that had a glass screen that you could also just fold in half. I'm Pete from Swish Mobiles, and this is the Galaxy Z Flip. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and thanks for joining me today on this very special occasion. Well, it is for me anyway, as I've got the Galaxy Z Flip. In case you just missed this phone has got a glass screen and casually, like it's no big deal, just folds in half. Before we take a look at that any closer, just a quick reminder that we're running a competition to win a pair of Nokia True Wireless earbuds. All you've got to do is subscribe to our channel, like the video, and once we hit 100 subscribers, we'll be giving one of these away. Okay, so let's just go back a little bit to when you first get your phone out of the box. You're greeted with these care instructions that Samsung give you. They're printed on the film on the front of the phone, and they're also on the screen when you first boot up the phone. This phone is a lot of money, so Samsung are just giving you a heads up of how to keep your phone in tip-top condition. They include instructions not to press the screen with a hard or sharp object, to make sure that when you fold the device there's no keys or cards or anything in the fold, reminding you that this phone is not water or dust resistant, telling you not to add any screens, films or screen protectors to the main screen, and also that this phone contains magnets, so keep it away from things like credit cards. There are two colour variants available, purple and black. Both versions come in at a whopping £1,300. As you can see, I went for the black version. I just thought it looked nicer in the videos and images that I'd already seen. Let's have a quick run through the specs. So the Galaxy Z Flip is a 4G phone. It has a 6.7 foldable glass FHD Plus dynamic AMOLED screen that can display up to 16 million colours. It has a secondary sub-display for things like notifications, an octa-core processor, 8GB of RAM, 256GB of internal storage. It's got a dual 12 megapixel lens setup on the back. It can record video at 4K up to 60 frames per second and slow motion clips up to 960 frames per second. Let's take a look at some of the results that we had whilst using the camera. The following photos and video were taken using Samsung's native camera app built right into the phone. The settings were left unmodified and how Samsung shipped them. We have not removed or added any photo processing or filters. We found the images produced by the Galaxy Z Flip really good, and from an average consumer's point of view, the saturation, contrast, colours, tones all looked spot on. The aspect ratio of the Z Flip is 21:9, which makes the device quite tall when it's opened out fully. It's pretty much impossible to use this phone one-handed, which I don't really find a big deal, but for those of you that do care about that sort of thing, it is worth noting. However, if you're a gamer, then this screen really comes into its own. The 21:9 aspect ratio really gives you that immersive feel. It's pretty easy to open and close the phone with one hand, and there really is a nostalgic feel to flip and close your phone after a phone call. Although one thing to note is that although there is a tiny secondary screen on the front, apart from the odd notification, it's pretty much useless. You can use it as a screen for the camera if you really want to, but you can't switch between any of the settings or lenses, so you're going to have to open up your phone every time you want to do something. Yes, it is a little bit annoying that you have to completely open up your phone to do anything. However, on the flip side, maybe you'll spend less time looking at rubbish and only use your phone when it's really necessary. One of the nicest things though, as simple as it may be, is the space saving in the pocket. Because the phone folds in half, you barely even notice it's there. One downside to having a folding display is where the phone folds in half, you do get a crease which is visible and you can feel it in everyday use. Samsung have made a really good job on the hinge for this handset, as you can have the screen angled at almost any position, which is great for video calls and using the stills camera. You can also effectively split the screen in two and use two different apps at the same time. For example, you can have a video playing on YouTube in the top half while scrolling through the comments in the bottom half, or you could use YouTube on the top half whilst browsing a website on the bottom half. One really cool feature of this phone is the full wireless charging setup. So not only can you charge your phone wirelessly, you can also turn on Samsung's wireless power share in the settings and then charge any other QI wireless charging compatible device with this phone. Well, that was our first look at the new Galaxy Z Flip. Let us know in the comments what you thought. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.